happening, guys? What is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for day 28 of the WWE 30-Day Challenge. Sorry, this is coming to you guys late, but I was just out and about for most of this Sunday. Hope you guys had a good, relaxing Sunday. But I'm probably going to get to the day 28's question for this 30-Day Challenge. And this one was a little bit tricky because I wasn't, again, there's some of these questions I'm just not quite 100% sure what they mean because I didn't come up with these questions. It was just something I found on Twitter last month. I thought, you know what the heck, I'll get this, try this for the fun of it. So this one was a little bit tricky. Today's question is favorite debut slash return of all time. So I thought about it, and I'm like, how am I going to answer this one? Because I didn't know what that meant. So I would, like, are they asking me about both favorite debut and return, or if is it just one of them they're going for? So I decided to answer this one both ways: my favorite debut and my favorite return. Now, again, I've gone back and watched things from the past as being a late bloomer fan. As guys, I keep saying, there's ones I definitely did enjoy, but I feel like I didn't, gain. I can't appreciate them as much because I didn't, see it happen live. I look back on it happening because, I was told to look back at this and just experience this. So without experiencing this, the unexpected feeling, I feel like it probably did not enjoy it as much. So I gotta go with some more recent ones. So for debut, it was tough because you see, I was an honorable mention, like for more recent ones. So here's like all debuts that that I definitely enjoyed. Chris Jericho's WWE debut with the Millennium, him interrupting The Rock, Goldberg. We had Kane when he entered Hell in a Cell and took out The Undertaker. That was a great debut. The debut of Nexus also, gotta give that one. A few others. I was close. My second choice was definitely the main roster debut of Finn Balor because I remember that night, and that night was the July 25th, 2016 episode of Raw. It was in my hometown of Pittsburgh. However, I was not in attendance that night because my one friend I usually go with, he was going with his dad that night for his birthday. So, I'm like, okay, that's fine, I get it. But so I didn't have anybody to go with, so I stayed home and just watched from home. Boy, I wish I could have been in attendance live for that show. That was probably one of the best episodes of Monday Night Raw, besides Raw 25. But that night, Finn Balor made his debut. He won one Fatal 4-Way. And the winners of two Fatal 4-Ways faced off in the main event for a number one contendership to face Seth Rollins for the debuting Universal Championship at SummerSlam. And I will not forget when Finn Balor beat Roman Reigns clean. He was someone who he was like the first NXT champion that I really followed in NXT since I started watching NXT around the time when Finn Balor became NXT champion. But so he was the guy I had high hopes for. Of course, several NXT superstars. So when he won, I literally got up and did like a Bo Dallas victory lap around my house. Like I got my couch, went through the dining room, then through the kitchen, then through the opening hallway to my house, right back into the living room. I did a victory. I go, wow, because I was excited for Finn. But that was my second choice. My first choice I went with the debut that happened actually just last year because this one was unexpected. Well, it somewhat was because I thought this guy was going to debut in the Royal Rumble match last year. But instead, he debuted the night after the Royal Rumble in the final segment of Raw where Triple H finally explained his actions to Seth Rollins as to why he did what he did a few months ago and how he was just done, trying to put this off. And now he wants to just destroy Seth Rollins. And he said, "Come be your destroyer." And Seth Rollins came out and he got attacked and legitimately injured. Of course, it was by accident, of course, by Samoa Joe. I felt that it was just very well done. It wasn't, I feel like him debuting in the Royal Rumble would have been a little expected, even though I felt it should have happened. He could have had him debut in over 30 instead of Roman Reigns. But, he still could have came out the next night and, attacked Seth Rollins like he did. And, if Seth Rollins didn't get hurt, they could have had him and Rollins have a match at Fastlane. Joe would be like this obstacle that Rollins had to try to get around and get to Triple H. Which hopefully would have been, Rollins putting over Joe. Or even if Rollins would have beaten Joe the way he did at Payback, I would have been okay with that. But I don't know. I didn't want Joe to lose like that soon, starting up on the main roster. But so, yes, why I say my favorite debut was Samoa Joe's debut for last year. And favorite return, man, there's a ton of them. You know, The Rock's return, 2011. Um, what else do we have? Daniel Bryan's return from the several returns. He had his return from when he got fired in 2010. He was brought back as the seventh member of Team WWE. Oh man, there's so many other ones I have on my mind, but I can't remember. But the one that I went with happened 2 years ago, and this was unexpected. So I'd heard rumors that for WrestleMania 32, the Undertaker's opponent was someone who was not currently on the roster. I'm like, who the heck could that possibly be? And then February 22nd, 2016, the Vincent J. McMahon Award of Excellence ceremony. They're giving the award to Stephanie, and she was about to make her speech. All of a sudden, here came Shane O'Mac's music, and I had never seen Shane O'Mac live also, so he was someone else I wouldn't mind seeing live. And he came back to WWE for the first time in 7 years. Very unexpected return. It was a huge shocker and surprise. I think it was one that was kept very low on the down. I did not expect Shane to be showing up at all. So that's why I would give, my favorite return, I'd say, personally, to Shane McMahon's return on the February 22nd, 2016 edition of Raw. And then, of course, favorite debut was last year, night after the Royal Rumble, when Samoa Joe debuted and took out Seth Rollins. And to do the bidding for Triple H. So those are my answers to that question. So, what is your favorite debut and the return of all time in the WWE? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below by comment or a video response. As always, be sure to click my like and subscribe channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirBriny3. We have 2 more days left in this 30-day challenge, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 29, and we'll wrap up on Tuesday with day number 30. So that's it, guys. Enjoy your Sunday evening. Until tomorrow, guys, have a great night. Peace.